Manchester United are out the cup before their rivals have even entered. Are you not embarrassed? Where do we even begin with what's happening today? Look, I'm going to take the glasses off. I'm taking the gloves off because it's currently almost 1 a.m. now. I've done the TikTok and I'm still getting more content for you guys, the long form version if you will. And I've had time to watch Amoriem's interview now so we can go from start to finish and dissect just what on earth has happened here. And apologies in advance, you're going to see this one picture of Mbuemo for the entire thing. I'm not putting bare graphics and different effects. I ain't got time for that, bro. It's far too late in the day. But let's go to the beginning because from minute one, there was already a realization of, hold on a minute, these guys don't respect United. Is it because of Amorim? Is it, I don't know what the reasons are, but it was not looking good. You usually expect, yeah, you go to like a League 2 team, by the way. Grimsby, League 2. Sorry, haven't even clarified. Many of you are wondering what the hell's going on here. Yes, guys, there was round 2 of Carabao Cup today in August. For those teams who are so bad that they have to play this sort of preliminary rounds before, you know, the Chelsea, Arsenal, City, etc. they start joining. So United went away to League 2 Grimsby. And from minute one, they played in such a manner that said, you know what? We don't give a damn if you're the biggest club in England. We're going to come and play football. This is not going to be, you know, backs to the wall, proper Brexit, like everyone passion, head everything away and clear it. It was United that were fighting with the back to the wall. Because Grimsby were winning early corners. They were whipping in crosses that were just flashing past the post or whatever. And I said, hold on. This can't be serious. What on earth is going on here? So for about 20-25 minutes, you know, again, Grimsby dominating. They're gaining more confidence. The United players are looking sloppy. We don't know what's going on. And then, the goal. Guess who's the first one to arrive at the scene of the crime? Ugarte, yet again, this time, tackling his own player, Amad Diallo. They lose the ball. They spread the play. Again, literally slice and dice like Fruit Ninja. Open them up. Someone whips it in. So much space for a man in the box is disgraceful from United, by the way. He has time to literally just take a touch and then bang it past Onana. And again, I hold my own hands up because I've said that both him and De Gea are shocking and I still stand by that. But the levels of shocking that I'm seeing from Onana is beyond what I ever anticipated. His hands is literally made of Gary, like the liquid form as well. You shoot at him, it goes like that. It goes like that. It is disgraceful, this goalkeeper. Grimsby are 1-0 up, and again you're thinking, oh wow, the underdogs are winning. Maybe if you were not watching because you've just assumed United are going to win, you know, 3 or 4-0, understandable. You've now turned it on thinking, oh, let's watch Grimsby try and defend. No, that's not what happened. Grimsby continued to disrespect the establishment, flying forward, because anytime United tried to lump a long ball to Sesko, guess what happened? Padlocked by a man named Warren. Now, I don't want to put the inverted commas because he doesn't deserve that. If anything, I should be doing Seshko. Because Warren, a former United Academy player, by the way, clamped him, bro. Every aerial duel, he won it. Every shot, he would block it. He would clear it. So many times, Seshko, you know, I even gave him the benefit of the doubt in the first couple games. Like, look, he's coming off the bench. There's not a lot of service. He got service today. He was just dreadful, bro. He was doing... I saw SDS, they were speaking about Gyökeres running with 3-5 full farm. I don't know what this brother was using, bro. He's climbing the Jack and the Beanstalk to be 6'5", and he forgets where the ball is. He's so high up in the cloud, he looks down, the ball's already gone. Warren has it. And then guess what? Who scores the second? Warren himself. Courtesy of more Onana mishaps. This guy, how can you employ him and Bayende at the same club? As a United fan, genuinely, you're probably not even watching the video because either you're asleep or you're fuming. You don't want to see any United slander content. But what do you even do in that scenario? Who do you pick? When you look at the team and think, all right, you know what? Who we're going to pick in goal today? You don't have a choice. There are two absolutely cheeks goalkeepers that need to be discarded, disbanded, sacked, left in the coach or left as outside the coach in Grimsby. Let them walk barefoot. Whoever gets to Manchester first can play next game. Other than that, I don't want to see none of them because, again, he's come to try and claim a cross, completely missed it, flapped at it, and Warren has a pretty much open goal to score from, you know, 2 yards, and it's 2-0. And again, you're thinking, whoa, United are really about to be eliminated before their rivals have even entered. That would be a new low. Surely not, right? Second half, something's going to change. It didn't change. It should have been 3-0. Grimsby scored again. But they were lucky, these corrupt cheats, that there was no VAR. Because obviously, again, it's such a small stadium. With all due respect to Grimsby fans and that, big up your thing. If I doubt there's any Grimsby fans watching. If you are, let me know in the comments, innit? And any rival fans, before I continue, this is all one take, by the way. There's no cuts and edits and whatever. Like, I'm just venting as if I'm, you know, some diehard United fan in anger. But I want to say, if you're enjoying, I guess, the hate watch for the rivals, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, the comments. We're on the road to 100k. We're currently on 35, so we're starting. By the end of the season, we want to be there. Unfortunately, United will not be achieving their goals because, as we said, it went to 3-0. But it was ruled out because of an offside. Now, yes, was he in offside position? 100%. However, everyone knows the rules. Maguire intentionally went to play the ball and then passed it to the guy who was offside. So, again, great finish, by the way. Literally wrapped it in off the post. But, yeah, no goal. And I think then everyone knew what was going to happen next. It just became, like, obvious. Like, oh, okay, yeah, they've scammed their way out of being 3-0 down. I wonder what's going to happen now. The man on your screen here manages to get a goal. Slight deflection, but, you know, he finesses it bottom corner. His first Manchester United goal against Grimsby Town, of all teams. And at that point, now, finally, it was a bit of back to the wall for Grimsby. They were dealing with set piece after set piece. And like, I'll be honest, both teams were moving like scammers in the box there. Because I don't know what game the referee was watching for those corners. Sometimes the United players would foul and then he will blow a whistle and you know, give it one way. But then the Grimsby players are fouling and then he's not noticing this. Like, I don't know what he was on. He kept on giving the wrong decision every single time. So the one that actually led to the goal beforehand was not even a foul that should have been retaken. But listen, it doesn't matter because we know what happened in the end. But alas, Harry Maguire, Mr. Clutch Gene, does it yet again. He heads it in from about 6 yards in, not the last minute. It was like minute 88 or something. So again, you're thinking, few minutes to go. What's going to happen? United resurgence. They're going to be doing Ruben Amorim, that stupid song that we'll probably never hear again after like another month or so. But no, again, guys, Grimsby are throwing bodies forward again to get the winner. This, like, do you know, forget all the goals, forget that they were doing, like, I forgot to even mention, oftentimes, again, League 2, you're thinking just knock it into row Z when you're, like, you know, on ropes, just clear it, boot it out the stadium. Guys, they were doing passing triangles on Amorim's head. And I forgot another important part. Sorry, this is all live off the dome, so bear with me if I'm just forgetting things in chronological order. 2-0 down, the camera pans to Ruben Amorim with his tactics board, yeah? And guess what happens? He is there showing his tactics board formation, still has 5 back. You are away to Grimsby, you are losing by 2 goals. You're making substitutions that still require 5 defenders. What's wrong with this guy? I saw someone on Twitter, I'm not going to steal his joke. He said that this guy will play 5 back in 5-a-side power league, and he's fully spot on. This is the kind of guy that he'll go to Tema Community 4, you know, the car park outside the school, when they play 5-a-side with the small little goals, he'll play 5 back. What's wrong with this guy? I don't understand what his problem is. Lo and behold, Maguire saves him yet again for the umpteenth time. I don't know how many times this happened. And then we go to penalties. Oh my days. I'm thinking, you know what? The Grimsby keeper had a really... Oh, sorry. Right before penalties, guess what happens? The last kick of the game. Benjamin Sesh goal. 2 yards out. Over the bar. That one went over the stadium. He cleared it like a League 2 player that I was talking about should be clearing it whilst they were doing passing triangles and breaking out of the press. So he's missed a virtual open goal to win the game at the death. It goes to penalties. Everyone's scoring until Grimsby missed their 3rd one. Onana actually saved it, to be fair. And by the way, Onana from the penalties. Goodness gracious. He actually went the right way for a few of them. But again, his hands made of Gary. Not even Gary. Fufu. But like... It's so liquid. Like, you've dashed it inside you know when you dash it in the soup, some people, they like to have the fufu and then the soup is like separate, and then you have your boiled egg and then the goat meat. He's dashed it in there, and this is now his wrist like that. He's doing nothing. I could not believe what I was witnessing. So they've missed, and you're thinking, all right, United, you know, 4 penalties, you've scored them all. Cunha, just go win it and have this insane scam. I was going to apologize to Liverpool fans for calling their win a couple of days ago one of the greatest robberies ever. This would have been one of the greatest robberies ever. But no. Cunha misses. It goes to sudden death. And now everyone's scoring because this... what's his name? Sorry, I don't have the lineups in front of me. I think his name is Pim or something like that, the goalkeeper of Grimsby. Sometimes he's standing there, he won't save it, or he'll try to dive, he'll get nowhere near it. And to be fair, look, If there's one thing to say positive about United, they've got fantastic penalty takers, huh? Because I'm seeing it's like 8-8, 9-9, Harry Maguire steps up. And we know from like his England days, when he broke that camera, for those of us who remember back in the day, that he's got a banging penalty on him. And again, he bangs it top corner. So I'm thinking, hey, if Maguire's taking penalty number 9, then what kind of serious lineup is this? And then my heart sunk. I'm not even a United fan, my heart sunk. Why did my heart sink? Because I saw, taking the final penalty before the goalkeeper, Benjamin Sesh. Now, there's two things that could have happened here. One, he chickened out. He's a loser. Because a striker to take the 10th penalty. Are you insane? Grimsby, to just go and open your account. If you're not maybe saying top 5 because you have your 5 established guys, okay, no problem. You are the striker, just take 6. Or 7. Or 8. Bro, I'm seeing centre-backs come and take the penalty before you. So either you are too much of a loser, or according to Indicator, which, you know, that's not going to be a tier 1 or tier... That's like a tier Z source to me. But apparently, Amorim said, no, you're not taking. That might be even worse. Your massive striker investment. You are saying, I've seen you in training, bro. You stink. You're not taking. But I think it's the former option, because we know the stories are true now about when he said he saw Havertz. I forgot what game it was. Was it? I forgot what tie it was, but they were saying that after seeing Havertz's performance, he decided not to go to Arsenal because he didn't want to compete with Havertz for a spot. Again, absolute loser. He scores his penalty, to be fair, so, you know, GG's, I suppose. It goes on and on and on. Like I said, the keepers have scored now. It goes on and on and on. Everyone's bagging until we see what we have on our screen here. Brian Mbeumo, Kinder Mbeumo, misses the penalty. They lose 12-11 in the shootout. And there's an entire pitch invasion. And you know what? Rightly so, man. They fully deserve that, bro. I was so glad for them, because had they lost this game, it would have been one of the greatest injustices since, like, I'm talking, you know, Nelson Mandela era that we're talking about. You know, Martin Luther King, for those of us who remember, back in the days, bro, it was sensational. But look, now we're going to the post-match, because, as I said, I watched Amorim's interview. I did not reference that one yet in the TikTok or the YouTube shorts, whatever you guys have seen so far. Terrible interview. This is the face of a man who knows time's up, buddy. Time is up, buddy. To be out the tournament before your rivals have even entered is disgraceful. Think of the poor guy that said, I'm not going to cut my hair until United win 5 games in a row. That guy, his hair is going to be growing like Marge Simpson's, bro. The Simpson is going to be growing like that in the air, defying gravity. Unbelievable. Like, what's the show? Wicked. I'm defying gravity. That's going to be my man's hair. It's unbelievable that it's got to that stage. Now think of the kids. Remember, we are in August. So that means that the kids are still on school holidays. There's no bedtime, or you must go to bed at 8, there's school tomorrow. They are at home watching the game, and they're already out of tournaments. They're going to go to school, and they're going to be getting bullied September the 1st because they're already out. That's it. You might as well go to apply for like Johnson's Paint Trophy or one of those kind of competitions like we're in, you know, university clearing. Because guys, it cannot go on. To those of you that keep on saying, why do you always say bad things about Ugarte? Why don't you see Amorim's vision? Guys, if you think, you know, there's an Amorim vision or something, then I must be blind. I must be blind. I must be in the Infinite Tsukuyomi. Who done that one again? Was it Itachi or my man's brother or something? I ain't watched Naruto in like 10 years, so allow me. I forgot what the joke was. And I know they're gonna come with the excuses. Oh, we didn't play this. Oh, we had a couple players out. Oh, Bruno didn't start. You brought on your best team, by the way, for second half. And can I tell you something? Something that you may not have noticed, but you know, you come to this channel, you get things that you didn't hear elsewhere. Grimsby rotated their team. Grimsby rested their top goal scorer for United. They rotated their team for the visit of Manchester United, and they still patted your head like that. Guys, I'm sorry. That is disgraceful. There's not a lot we can really, you know, say about that. And look, some are probably going to try and make even worse excuses of, oh, you know, we've played Grimsby many, many times, so it's the history. We've never beat Grimsby before, right? You've played 4 times, and yeah, you've never won. This one gave me more the vibes of like when you lost 4-3 to Grimsby back in 1947, for those of us who remember. But this was worse. This was embarrassing, because them days, Grimsby and United, there was like a smaller gap between them. Now the chasm, both in terms of where they are in their league positions, where they are for spending, for wages, for squad value, to lose against Grimsby, dare I say, it is the most embarrassing we've seen. I'm trying to think of more of them, honestly. I recall Arsenal getting knocked out by Bradford, but again, I don't think it was anywhere near this level of bad. And again, round 2, by the way, there's obviously United getting packed by MK Dons. I remember Benik Afobe, he scored with his left breasticle, if you will, 4-0. That was probably embarrassing as well. But this, I think this takes it, because again, it's not like a smash and grab. You got completely outplayed by Grimsby Town. So United fans, please, if any of you are here, can you shake my hand and say, you know what, my bad. I thought you were being a hater, but you're just saying it as you see it. Because there's a tweet, I can't even pull it up, sorry, I'm not going to get graphics on that, it's far too late in the day. But if you type in my Twitter, at G2 Amenyah, Amenyah, go look up my last tweet. I've retweeted, it's a tweet from 2 years ago, the United cycle, along the lines of, like, you know, step 1, get a new manager, step 2, make excuses for 0 improvement, step 3, call everyone, you know, salty. Listen, you know what? I'm not going to go through the whole tweet because I have to edit and then I have to come and get the screenshots, and it's really late in the day. Just go and look at it and you see what I'm referring to, and they've arrived again. Rather than pretending this is some incredible genius and we're all jealous and salty, just say, yo, my bad, I got it wrong. You're just calling things as you see it, because look, you are out the Carabao Cup already. They were all in the comments everywhere saying, no, you silly idiot, you don't understand. It's a brand new season. Look at how we dominated Arsenal. What did that get you? 0 points. Look at how we dominated Fulham for 8 minutes. What did that get you? 1 point. Can you say anything about this performance that was positive? Every single player there must hang their head in shame. Nobody is excuse. I'm a Kobe fan, you're not excuse. The way he was passing out of the stadium half the time, you're not excuse. Cunha, no excuse. And Buemo, no. Nobody here should be excused. Nobody. Again, big up to, of course, Grimsby. Really, really incredible job from them. And look, the fact that the Grimsby keeper in his post-match interview, they asked him, oh, how do you feel? He said, I can't lie, bro. I'm fuming because I'm a United fan. No wonder the score went to 12-11. Deep down, in his heart of hearts, he wanted United to go through. He's a United fan. He couldn't bear the sight of his beloved team being knocked out. That's why he was just standing there for after penalties, getting nowhere near it. And they realised, you know what? Hey, this team are cheeks, bro. It's not worth it. Bang. Next thing you know, United win the game. So, you know, there we are. Amorim should be looking to be at Job Centre tomorrow. If you need any help with your CV or something, you know, let me know. Add me up on LinkedIn or something. I'll defo help you out to tailor your CV. We can get you a role at Boa Vista or Casapia, Morenense, these types of teams. Campo Maiorense, because, listen, England is not for you, bro. Big up your thing, but no, unacceptable. To the United fans that are finally seeing the light, I want to say welcome. To the rivals, I want to say I hope you enjoyed your hate watch. Apologies that there's no edits and graphics and soundboards and whatnot. I want to just get this video out because, as I said, it's 1 AM while I'm recording. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. United, so much for waking up the beast, so much for waking up the beast. The beast has been slayed like Shrek. Anyway, have a great evening, have a great tomorrow whenever you're watching this. Have a great day, I suppose. In a bit. Bosh.